Hello campers, how you guys are doing? I hope everybody is doing wonderful. Today we are going to be talking about Glinda's wand and creating a wand of our own. I wanted to show you guys this adorable little flower that I received in from Saturday's event. We had an event locally. We also did Wizard of Oz themed, and it was wonderful. I am so grateful and thankful for the community that we have and being able to get together and play and create and love one another, and it was so much fun. So I wanted to show you this flower because it's actually made out of book pages. And I just find that just amazing. It's so pretty, right? And so it's made out of the Wizard of Oz book pages. But we're going to be making a wand today, and I also, this week, I'm going to be showing you all my swag items I received. So my daughter collected hers. I put all mine in my journal. So I'm going to actually be using my daughter's as a sample of what, if you've ever been invited to an event and someone says, hey, bring a swap. I get a lot of questions about, what do you make? What do you bring? I had no idea what to think of. And so I thought, you know, this would be a great idea for a video to show you guys what people bring for swap items. So we're going to be doing that this week. And then also in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys a preview of my journal so far, because I added all sorts of fun ribbons and materials and fluff in it, and it's getting so chunky, and so I wanted to show you, do like a mid flip, so to speak. But yeah, so let's get to it and let's make our wand. Hello campers, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be making Glinda's wand. Yay! Who doesn't love Glinda? She is the beautiful witch of the north, right? Is it north? And she is here to kind of talk to Dorothy and get her to put on her red sparkly shoes, and head to find the great land of Oz, find Oz, to make her way home. So we all need our magic little wand to go in our journal. If you've ever attended a Play All Day event, I always try to include a journal project, a wand project, and I'll show you guys. We had an event over the weekend. It was a Wizard of Oz theme. And it was a play all day, and it's literally a time for you to relax, to play, to craft, to create, whatever your heart desires. I always have like 3 little projects or a few projects to make. In this case, it was 3. And then, yeah, and if you want to make them, great. If you don't, if you want to bring your, say for example, your diamond dots and play with them all day, you definitely can do that. So it's a play all day. It's a way to get away, get with your friends, your crafty friends, and have a crafternoon. But I wanted to show you really quick before we start making our wand, the wands we made at our event. So this was mine. I actually had bigger wands. These are hard to ship out with the kits, so that's why I included these smaller ones, because I don't worry about them breaking. These bigger ones would definitely, I'm afraid that they would break in the shipment. So that's why we actually had the bigger wands at the event. But you can tell we go a little wild and crazy. Someone brought some of this magical material, and I used this little quote that says, "You had the power after all along, my dear." We always do like a swap, which I'm going to go into more detail on that in another video. But yeah, just to kind of, we handed out wands, we decorated them however your heart's desire. This was mine, and then my daughter's look like this. So you can see we're 2 different styles, but lots of fun in both wands. So we're going to make our own little wand to add in our journal. If you ordered the kit, you received one of these cute little party wands. If you did not get the kit, cut out 2 stars, glue them together to make them sturdy, put it on a popsicle stick or any kind of dowel rod, or anything that you have. A paintbrush would work, pencil would work, anything, and then just make yourself a wand. So everybody needs a wand, and a Glinda wand for their Wizard of Oz journal. Okay, so I'm going to be using some of this velvety ribbon, this lacy ribbon. I thought I would put Glinda's little picture on here and add this to a bottle cap to put on here as well. And then of course, didn't you love the pipe cleaner? So I've got some pipe cleaners here and then some tulle. So I'm going to go ahead, probably the tulle would be the last piece that I put on because it can kind of hold as a sealant to hold everything in place. Sometimes I add a little double of glue to hold all the things. And then sometimes, it's kind of a big piece of tulle for this little wand, but I also will add just to kind of hold everything in place. So let's first of all get our sticker sheets out. If you've got the kit, you got the sticker sheets, and just kind of pop it in here. If not, you can definitely use whatever shape you want. This is like a 1-inch circle. If you don't have any of these bottle caps, you can laminate. I like to use, even for small projects like this, packing tape works as a good sealant. Just cut something out. You could use a square, you could use anything you want. So I'm just going to put this little sealant on. It's a sticker as well, and then voila, you got you a cute, oh, that's Dorothy. You guys, I wanted to put Glinda. Glinda's next door to Dorothy, so let me add Glinda. Okay, so I'm going to put Glinda on, since this is her beautiful little wand. I did leave details on how to order these little bottle caps off of Amazon in another tutorial, but I will definitely leave that down below. So you can also get these little wands off Amazon or Hobby Lobby. They come in a group of 12, I believe, is how they work. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of select some of the ribbons that I plan on putting on there. Whoops. I really am kind of creating mine to stay within like all the pinks and whites. You don't have to do that. Like, you can do multiple colors. And then after I trim them, we'll start tying them on. Let's see what size. That's got the small one, so this big one may be a little too big, but let's just try it out and see. And I like to, you can either do, I like to kind of do mine at a slant. So first of all, I'm going to add this on, and I think I'm going to use, I think I'm going to add this part, this little charm on to this. Oops, let me go this other way. There we go. Bring it back around, and twist it. I'm just going to leave these hanging, and we'll mess with those here in just a little bit. I love pipe cleaners. They're so fun. They can be whimsical or they can be crazy and wild. However your heart wants them to be, they can be. Okay, and then I'm going to put a pink ribbon. The darker pink velvety ribbon. And a lot of times if you want to add more, sometimes doing not so thick ribbon works, because as you can see, they can slide off. That's why I'm thinking about adding the tulle. And then I'll do this one. Squish it up there. Okay, then let me cut this tulle in half. And in this project, it might have worked with a little bit thinner ribbon. Let me see if I have one more like little thin ribbon I can add on here. I'm just going into this different bag that I kind of have of just regular, that's not really white. I don't really have any. I was thinking some of this might work. It's gray, but I think gray and pink kind of goes together. Just thinking about like little less bulk, and that way I could have more fluff. Less bulk, but more fluff. So I'll just put those two in there. And I'm going to just layer both of these together and do a little knot here. Push it up. That way it has a little bit more fluff to it. Okay. And then I'm going to add my tulle. And I'm going to add a little dotted glue at this to hold it all in place. Okay, so I'm going to pull my ribbon up, get my fabric glue out. I'm going to put a blob of it right there. Getting kind of stringy. It's getting to the end of its life, so to speak. And before I squish it all the way, I'm going to bring that up and then hold it into place. And that way it becomes kind of like a little barrier on that and holds all these ribbons. Okay, so with the wild and crazy, I'm going to get a little bit thicker paintbrush here. Oh, here we go. Here's a pencil. So I'm going to just twirl this around. You can use your finger as well. It works just as good. Ta-da! So fun. And then it looks really cute in your journal when you have it sticking out, you know, it's like boing, you know, it's just fun. Twirl it up. Move it out, there we go. I think actually using a pencil you get a much tighter spring on it. Okay, I'm going to trim off some of this excess. Again, doing it at an angle. Let's see. Trim the other one off. There you have it. Our little wand is complete. Oh, it's so cute. Okay. So now let's add it to our journal. So as I mentioned in the introduction video, I'm going to do like a little flip through. I'm going to do a little mini flip through. Because I did add quite a bit to my journal at our in-person event. So I wanted to do a little show and tell. Okay, so this is the journal. I know, looks very different from when we first put it together. But I had my friend Nancy Jo brought a lot of different trims, and I just started adding trims as I went along, and it was just so, I just couldn't stop, you know. I was like, let's get extra here. So extra I did. And I literally, oh, you know what started is this material. It's so cute. So I brought this, so I started putting the material on. And then I was like, oh, well, now I need like a little bit darker. And I love, this is some ribbon that I have. It's like a vintage type ribbon. So I put that at the top. And then I was like, well, now I need it. I normally don't really add too many dark colors to my pages. It's more bright. But I knew that, I don't know if it's the dark in this material that just kind of brought out the dark, the black in different aspects in this darker ribbon. So the table in front of me, Vanessa, I believe it was, asked if, or maybe it was Mary or Vanessa or Hope, or they asked if I would be interested in using this, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's like perfect. Oh yeah, because they said they used it for the scarecrow. Yes, it was Carol, wasn't it? So yeah, so anyway, we I got to add that, and then I found this, you know, I talked about the sunflowers, and so I was like, oh, I'll put sunflowers on there for Kansas. So it all, anyway, that's the kind of the story. I just started like assembling some different things. So let me see if I can adjust this camera just a little bit so you guys can see better. Okay. Again, I haven't, this is just kind of like, I just glued some things in, but I thought it would be fun to just kind of do like a little mini flip. So this is, you know, my introduction, and I'll be able to put in my Glinda wand. So let's go ahead and cut that out. Since I made my wand. I must have taken my stick glue with me. I wonder if we can add a little bit of fabric glue on there. This fabric fix works for all different things. Okay. Or fabric tack. Okay, so we added our new badge on there. Let's take our Oz in there. Okay, so this says, of course, our introduction card, and then we have the sunflower card that I had put in earlier. The Tin Man, which is like my favorite image from the old book. Our badges we've earned. Kansas City, I put the sunflowers on there. And then the bike, I'm going to put, so my favorite quote from the book is, I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too. I say that all the time, like even before, just to my friend, because she loves Oz, and I used to say that to her all the time. And so that's why I'm going to put my favorite quote there. We added our rainbow button, and then this was part of a swap that I received which has the little tornado, like through Dorothy's house over to the land of Oz. I mean, it was more than little, right? And then the house that we made, and then the Dorothy page. This was also a swap that I received, and then I just cut out a page from the book that said Dorothy on it, included that on there. And then these are scenes from the movie, her shiny ruby red shoes, and I'm going to include a story on the back side about how I went to Washington DC to see the shoes, but they weren't there, so I'll include that. This little monkey was also included in a swap, so I put that in there. And oh, this is just a little insert that I received. I just popped it in. You've kind of seen this. These are some stickers, some journaling cards, or some ephemera that I also received, and so I just put it in here as well so that it kind of holds a little place. This was a pocket I received as well. And so I stapled that in onto this, onto the little green divider. And then this was a little charm that we also received, the same style as the charms I just made, but it has the different white bottle cap instead of the silver. This was another piece of ephemera that I received, or another piece of another swap. I just stapled that in there. Could fill that up. This was another little swap that I just stapled in. And oh, another piece of, this was just another part of that that swap that I received. And then this also, it's a little plastic sleeve, and it's a little envelope, so I could always put things in there, trade it out. But I loved adding this at the top, so it kind of made some more fluff in my journal. It's just some things I had in there. Toto, another piece that I received. This was also part of the swap, and this was on the table, so I picked this up because I just thought it was, I love that song, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And this is just that piece that I put in here, not sure what to do with it yet. And there's the final one. So it's getting great, you guys. Look how fluffy that is. I love it. All the colors, it's beautiful. So where shall we put Glinda? I definitely want her sticking out. And I also thought about even sliding her in here into the actual binding part, and then, whoops, my charm, having the charm kind of stick out a little bit there. And just having it kind of like a space here at the top. So all the little fluffies hang out of the journal. So we're going to tie it up. That is why I knew I needed to add the string, the ribbon on the outside, because I knew, look how fluffy. It is chunky. So yeah, and we're about halfway through the camp, and we already have so much fluff into our journals. So that was fun, you guys. I hope y'all are having fun, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.